Now that we have the CMS software up and running, we'll set up our system. Go to the System tab, and here under Settings we have different settings for each of the devices we're connected to. First, the projector is a barcode, which was already set. The IP address shown is the internal IP address. Projector retry is set to 60 seconds. Downsample 4K is set to on. We're using a 2K projector. If we had a 4K projector, we would switch that to off, but for now we're leaving it on. We're using RealD 3D. Set those settings and click Save. The server information shows general information about the server. You want to set CineCanvas to on for subtitles. Save to make sure. The stream address and streaming port are set for the server streaming into the projector and should not be changed. And we have the time zone adjust. We're in the same time zone as America, Los Angeles, but here you'll have a listing starting with your continent and then your area of that continent. Go through until you find the closest to your location that you can. We'll stay with America, Los Angeles. Refresh will bring back whatever was originally saved. But when we set it to America, Los Angeles, which is our current time zone where USL is located, we click the Save button and the server is set. Under Media Block, we have informational settings and the ability to adjust. Currently we have 0 adjustment on the time. Right now it's showing 3:52 p.m. It is 3:52 p.m., so no adjustment is needed. Should your time shift slightly out of adjustment, you have up to 6 minutes as per the DCI spec in either direction. For automation, our automation IP address, automation commands to 192.168.7.81. We have a timeout and the settings are set correctly. And then below in the automation actions, we have all the queues available on the server currently. These include the CMS-A if you have USL CMS automation, the pulse for the GPIOs on the front of the CMS. Right here I have a test queue, which I've added to the list, and then adjustment for the audio and projector queues. The audio queues should automatically populate the IP address of the audio system, which we'll set on the next screen. The projector queues will automatically go to the projector and activate the bulb and the dowser. If you wish to add any of your own queues for any other type of automation or any device for which you can define Ethernet queues, press the Add button and then enter a name for the queue. Enter a short description. Use the Ethernet system. We'll send it over the Ethernet. Ethernet queues are defined by the system right now. There are no other possible queues at the moment. Enter the command that you will send to that location with your trailing character, and then enter the IP address of the device and the port number on which it expects the command. Save the queue, and it will be added to the list. This queue will now be available when building show playlists. These can also be edited as needed. With automation set up, we go to audio. We're using a JSD system from USL. We're using a JSD 60. The JSD 100 commands will work properly. We have the audio system IP address, which was already set up. We have the delay of the audio system, up to 220 milliseconds, for timing audio and video. We have the audio system retry, which is the retry on the network connection to the audio system. For audio sampling mode, we have the option of 48 or 96 kilohertz audio playback. 48 kilohertz option will downsample 96 kilohertz content to 48 kilohertz. The 96K option will not upsample 48 kilohertz content, but it will maintain 96 kilohertz output for 96 kilohertz content. Set the settings as appropriate to your audio system. Additionally, on the right side of this screen, you can set the channel mapping of the output from the CMS based on the input tracks. The DCI spec is listed in the middle with the left, right, center, LFE, left side surround, right side surround, hearing impaired visual narration, left rear surround, and right rear surround, shown next to the channels that they generally are connected to. You can click on the far side and reroute what channel media track 1 will be output to. If we wish, we can output the first media track to channel 3 by selecting it and clicking OK. This will reroute left audio to the center channel on the output according to the DCI spec. Set that back to 1 so that left is still coming out of left, and save the changes. Finally, under Advanced, we have a series of settings specifically for the media block that will not be available to end users. Moving forward, we have the Scheduler tab, giving us the option to give a display reminder before a scheduled show starts. On the Users tab, you can define users for your installation's user base. Click the Add button, enter a username and password, and a level between projectionist and administrator. You'll only be able to add users of a level up to which you have logged in. And when you are finished, click the Save button. I haven't entered one, so I'm prevented. Refreshing the list will bring up any new users added since the last time you loaded the page. Audit reports will produce an audit report of the digital rights management information for tracking your theater if required by content distributors or studios. Select the start date and the end date between which you are required to produce your report, and click the Save Audit Report button. This will download a file to your current system. And finally, the System Status page feeds back information about playback statistics on the left side, including delivered frames, requested frames, and any issues that have arisen in the media block. We also have disk space information, and any problems with your hard drives will also be listed on this page. We've set all the system settings up. We'll continue on in the next video to ingesting content and building playlists.